You come to us with Viome today, and what's so interesting is how microbial as well as human gene expressions can be identified in an at-home test.
That's
so
right.
what is it that you're offering, and why is it different?
Well, first of all, Caroline, the care that, our health has been always delivered at the hospital. But I think the future of healthcare is going to be delivered at home. And the medicines of the futures are going to come from a farm, not a pharmacy. So what we do at Viome is give you an at-home test with a simple spit of your saliva, finger prick blood, and a touch of your stool. We're able to analyze everything that's happening in your gut, in your mouth, and all over your body, all the inflammation marker. We can tell you your biological age, your cognitive health, your heart health, your gut health, your oral health, and then we can tell you exactly what foods you should eat and why, what foods you should avoid and why. And what turns out that there is no such thing as universal healthy food. So many of us eat spinach and kale. We hate it, but we eat it because it's good for us. Well, it turns out half of us actually are harmed by that. So if you cannot digest oxalate, you shouldn't be eating spinach. And if you cannot digest, you have high sulfide production, then you shouldn't be eating broccoli or avocado if you have high uric acid production. So literally every person has a unique microbiome. 39 trillion living in our gut, 100 trillion all over our body, inside our mouth, inside our nose. These microbes work with us as human hosts, and we outsource many of the functions to them. So when we eat food, they digest the food for us, and in turn, they release the nutrients.
Yeah.
So what we do is, after you do at-home test, we tell you what's happening in the body, we tell you what foods are good for you, and these are not forever. Every 6 months when you do a retest, the foods that were bad for you. Yes. And by the way, it's like, people say, how long do I have to do that? It's like asking, well, I worked out about a year ago. Do I have to work out again?
Well, we know how much a gym subscription is. How much is one of your tests, and if you're doing it repeatedly over the 6 months?
So first of all, our cost just about, 5 years ago was $1,000. Now it has come down to $99, and we literally sell them at cost. So our tests, 3 of them, saliva, blood, and stool, all combined are for $299, right?
So if you're selling at cost, where is the money for you? I know that you're using artificial intelligence, for example, to drive the platform. Is it about economies of scale
So
here?
the two things is, first of all, is economies of scale, and secondly, the amount of information. So we have now collected over 750 trillion data points from 600,000 plus samples that allows us now to diagnose early stage cancer. So for example, with a spit of a tube, we can diagnose stage 1 cancer in your mouth or throat, and we received FDA breakthrough device designation for accelerated approval. That for stage 1 cancer,
Naveen,
90% sensitivity, 95% specificity. Never heard of it like that.
I've got 30 seconds, but I think of Pronuvo scans. It's all about how you deal with that from a mental perspective. How do you?
So first of all is that not only you get to know what's happening, but you're able to deal with it because we are measuring your gene expression, so we can tell you the foods. And by the way, we custom make the supplements for each individual. So we tell you what nutrients you need, and we literally make the powder and put them in a capsule and send it to you. So everything is made for you, made for your human biology. And everything you do, we have shown the efficacy that your depression, anxiety, acne, and all those things actually do get better.